In this little video, I am going to be replacing the broken number plate lights on the back of the A3 Cabriolet. First thing you need to do though is go to the correct garage, because the A3 doesn't live in the main garage, it lives in the other garage on the other side of the house. So let's head over there. So anyone with an A3 or an A4 or various other Audis of this sort of age will recognise this little fault when you turn on your car and you get that little message up there showing you that the number plate light is out on the back of the car. Okay, so all we need to do is remove these little Phillips screws here that hold the number plate light in place, pop them off, flick it out, and then swap the bulb over, and we should be sorted. Okay, so only one bulb has gone. You can see here, if I hold it up to the car, this bulb has blown. You can see from the discoloration on the glass. So just need to replace that one, which was on this side, pop them back in, and that should be error solved, lights working. Okay, let's give it a whirl, see if that has fixed the issue. If it hasn't fixed the issue, I should have mentioned earlier, then it's another common fault with these cars, that the wires that go into the boot lid, with the opening and closing of the boot lid, they can get caught, and they can the plastic can get shredded off. They can rust, they can snap, they can break, and that can also cause issues. Hoping it's not that, but let's have a look. So it is, unfortunately, the other issue that happens with these cars. So the next thing to do is going to be to take the cover off the boot lid, take the lining off, and inspect those wires. Okay, I'm making a decision that because so many of these wires are fucked, I'm gonna snip them all off and have to remake this loom completely, because several of these wires are shredded. So I need to mark up which wires go to which wires, just to make sure I get it right, and then yeah, get making new wires and soldering it all back together.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've moved to the other garage now, because the old garage is dark and miserable, and it's easier to sort of draw power and stuff here, and it's warmer. So I have stripped all these wires and labelled them up here and sort of pre-soldered them just to keep all the wire tidy. I need to do the same thing on this end. Obviously just I've pulled it through from where it was. Same here. So just need to solder these up so that they can take wire, and then I'll cut some wire as a bridge, attach it all up, and then just test, make sure that everything works correctly, and then finalize it, and then hopefully the job will be done, it will be fixed, and happy days. Righty, so I've got all these soldered, ready to go, and I've got my heat shrink on there, so just need to pop this back through here, assuming that that's going to be alright. And now I can start soldering them one at a time, then we can give it a test. The moment of truth. Is it going to work? Is it going to set on fire? Let's just check everything works. Sorted! Job done. So now we know everything's working, the last thing to do is just to belt and braces this with some of the cable wrap, tidy it up, and then clip everything back into place, and we are done. And that's that job done. It's nice to actually do a bit of fault finding on the car and actually find the fault and fix the fault first time after the disastrous attempts at finding where R2-D2 was hiding in the car previously and failing to do it. Kind of restored my faith in myself a little bit. So thanks for watching.